Alright guys, so back with another video regarding tonal. I had a request alright, let's start from the beginning. You guys have no idea. You have no idea. I cannot emphasize enough. You have no idea how often I hear, "Hey Joe, I love the idea of a tonal, but can you tell me how I can sell the idea to my wife?" Now, guys and girls, because I know there's some women who watch this channel, I am not saying that it's not the opposite. I'm not saying that one of the amazing women out there are going up to their husbands like, "Honey, I found this machine I want." The husband's like, "That thing's too expensive. I'm not going for it." I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I can tell you that it's never happened to me yet. It's always a man coming to me saying, "Hey, my wife doesn't want this machine, but I want it. How can I sell it to my wife?" Guys, I'm going to do my best today to sell this to you so you can sell it to your wife without getting anybody in any kind of conflict. We don't need problems at home. You guys need to look at your financial situation. You need to look at your situation regarding how you feel about health in general. Are you both into health? That's going to come into play here. Are you both into health? Do you both feel like you're financially stable enough to do something like this? This conversation has to happen because this purchase is too big. It's too big, as you guys know. If you're watching this video, you guys know this purchase is too big to just go ahead and make without thinking very hard about it. If you look at any of the videos that I've done, in many videos I've said you have to sit down, and I use these words carefully. I'm not just saying this as an expression. Sit down with yourself and really truly find out whether or not this machine is good for you. Find out if this machine is good for you. You have to have that conversation. Because if you don't, that's too much money to be wasted. Too much money. This is not a cheap piece of equipment. This is something that, if you have the desire, it will change your life completely. But if you don't have that desire and you buy it because you think you might have the desire and you don't, it can ruin a lot. I'm not going to say it's going to ruin your life, but I am going to tell you it's going to be a lot of money down the drain. You're going to have to try to sell this thing. You don't want to go through that stuff, okay? So let's talk about some of the common reasons. I got my trusty paper. What are some of the common reasons that people don't want a tonal, okay? Why would a wife or a husband or anybody not want a tonal? Number one is cost. Guys, this machine costs thousands of dollars. And when I say thousands, I'm talking about between all the equipment that you're going to need and then the mandatory first year's subscription fee that you have to pay. That subscription fee. Between that, you're getting upwards of like $4,000. You might even be close to like $5,000. I don't remember how much it was exactly. But you're getting upwards of $4,000, I believe. Okay? Now, a lot of the time, people are afraid that they're going to buy a machine, or their husband's going to buy a machine, or their wife is going to buy a machine, and they're not going to use it. Okay? Let me give you a quick example. This example is coming from my own personal experience. I grew up in a house with my mom and my dad. My mom had about, I want to say, 5 or 6 gym memberships throughout her life. And every time she opened up a gym membership, every single time she opened up a gym membership, she had the best of intentions to go to the gym. But life gets in the way. My mom was raising 2 kids and 3 kids later on by herself for the most part because Dad was at work. But Dad was home, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, my mom's doing a lot. She's doing a lot. Life gets in the way. Then you have your body that slowly breaks down over time. My mom's gotten injuries. Long story short, my dad never wanted to buy her a gym membership. My dad, every time my mom said, "I want a gym membership," my dad said, You're not going to use it. My mom said, I'm going to use it. And so my dad, wanting to make my mom happy, went and got her the gym membership every single time, maybe about 5 or 6 times. How much was that gym membership? You're looking at, I don't know, $500 a year, something like that at the time, depending on the gym where she was going. Guys, I hate to say it, but my mom didn't go to the gym. She went a couple of times. That money was wasted. It was wasted. Now, I'm not saying that's my mom's fault, but I am telling you that you guys are probably familiar with this situation. If you are desirous of working out, if you want to change your life, if you want to better yourself, if you know for a fact because you've sat down and spoke with yourself and your husband and your wife and you have had that conversation that you are willing to get this machine, and this machine is not going to end up like the treadmill that's in the corner of your basement collecting dust. It's not going to end up like the weight bands, the resistance bands that you have in the closet that is collecting dust. If you've had that conversation and you know that this is not going to end up like that, to the point where you walk over to this machine one day and you go like this with your finger and you touch the machine and you have a thick layer of dust on your finger, if you know that's not going to happen, I would say go for it. It's expensive, but go for it, okay? So that's something that people don't particularly like. They're afraid that they might not use it. It's a good concern because you might not use it. So think about that, okay? The monthly fee, $50 a month. $50 a month. Now, as you see on the screen here, I have an account for Joe and I have an account for Brittany. That's my wife. Joe and Brittany, okay? You can make as many accounts as you want for $50 a month with Tonal. You can have all your family members on Tonal, and they can use the programs. And so you're paying, essentially, you're paying $50 a month for all the memberships in the world. Not only are all those memberships for a full body gym equipment. This machine is full body. You're buying a whole entire gym when you buy this. So that's why it costs so much. You're buying an entire gym. Okay? You can have all the memberships you want for $50 a month. And it comes with personal trainers. You have, I don't even know how many personal trainers you have on this thing that your $50 a month allows you to use. Okay? Your $50 a month, in the real world, if you were to pay for a gym, even if you get the cheapest gym out there, $15 a month, their trainers are going to be upwards of like $80 an hour, $100 an hour, maybe $150 an hour, depending on where you go. So keep that in mind. You're getting trainers. You're also getting programs. You're getting a whole bunch of programs that we're going to delve into in a couple of minutes. You're getting a whole bunch of programs on here. Cardio, weightlifting, you name it, you got it. You got kickboxing, you got yoga, you got Pilates, you got everything. You got more than you're ever going to need for your $50 a month, okay? That is what you're paying for when it comes to the membership. You're also paying, with the membership, for this machine to record all of your stats, okay? This machine records all of your stats. So your personal improvement, it's almost like having, how do I put this? It records all your stats. So you basically have a personal trainer recording all your stats, right? Imagine you pay at the gym for your personal trainer. And now they're writing down everything you're doing. Today you did this, today you did that. Guys, you're not going to find any personal trainer in the world, no matter how much they cost, who's going to be recording your information. Nobody's going to be like, yeah, no problem, I'll record all your information. Today you did this, today you did that, you're improving here, you need more sleep here. Guys, Tonal does that for you. It gives you everything you need in order to do that. That's along with the $50 a month, okay? So off the bat, you're getting more with this membership than any gym membership, okay? So that's just the membership. You're saving a ton of time, and you're saving a ton of stress. Tons of time, tons of stress, guys. Okay? You don't have to travel when you have this. You don't have to worry about finding a parking spot for the gym. You don't have to worry about going into the gym and using their dirty bathroom. You don't have to worry about the traffic getting there. You don't have to, I know I'm bouncing back and forth, but I am relaying to you all the information that comes with going to a standard gym, that you get with a standard gym membership. You have to wait for machines. You have to worry about getting home. You got to worry about being on time to your meeting or making dinner for the kids. You have to worry about all this stuff when you go to a gym. You know, the dirty bathrooms and the smelly lockers and the filthy machines and the COVID-19, and you got to worry about all this stuff. You don't have to wait for machines with this. You don't deal with any of that stuff with this machine. So that is something also. You're getting a very seamless lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to be much easier, and that's what we all want. We all want easy. And why do we have money? Why do we have money, guys? It's for protection. It's a form of protection. And it also is to make your life easier. Why should I cook dinner if I have a lot of money? Why should I cook unless I absolutely love cooking? I can just hire someone to do it for me. You see how it makes your life easier? So you're paying to make your life easier. What better reason can you use money if you have the money to put towards it? If you have the money to put towards it. Remember, everyone's finances are different. Okay? So you have to have that conversation. But in my opinion, this is so worth it. So worth it. All right? So you don't have to deal with all that stuff that you have to deal with the gym. On this machine also, you have a pair mode. So you and your husband and your wife, or you and your friends, you can come here and you can work out together on the same machine. Okay? Same machine. You guys can have a workout together. And so Tonal will show you, hey, all right, so it's Joe's time to go. Joe goes on the machine. Okay, now it's Brittany's turn, and Brittany goes, and you guys are seamlessly working out together. You find a program that you want to do with your husband or your wife, and you guys are golden together. You guys can work out together and get your life into the best place that it's ever been with this machine. You can do that, okay? Not to say that you can't do that with any other machine. You could, but I'm just giving you the benefits of this. I'm just telling you what you can expect, okay? This machine, as I mentioned, this is full body training, okay? From your head to your toes, you can work out on this machine, all right? And you don't have to worry about getting off because someone else has to use the machine. Guys, unless you don't care about anybody else and you go to the gym with a completely self-centered, selfish attitude, okay? Unless you don't care about anybody else, you got to worry when you go to the gym about getting off the machine so someone else can go. Or you have to worry about sharing the machine. Yeah, you can do this. People have been doing it forever. But you don't have to do it anymore, not with this thing. You could be on this for 3 or 4 hours getting the most out of your life, getting the most out of your workout, getting the best benefit that a workout machine can offer because you don't have to leave to let somebody else on. Keep that in mind. There's no possible way I could be working on my body the way I want to if I was going to a gym right now. Forget COVID-19. I'm talking about in general. Let's say there's no COVID anything. COVID doesn't exist. This is the perfect world. Guys, I could never work out on my body the way I want to if I went to the gym because I'm on this thing too long. Guys, I am focusing on breaking my body down with this thing. And I don't care what anybody says. There's no way you can do that at the gym the same way. There's no way. Unless you have a dedicated machine at the gym with your name on it, there's no possible way. You can work out at any point in time during the day with this thing. You're not worried about the gym closing. You're not worried about, getting out of work, running to the gym, then you got to go home, you got to do this, do that. No, it's at home. You're coming home anyway. Guys, it's right here on the wall. You can't get much better than that. In the middle of your set, you know what I do? I'll be working out. I'll be getting a great pump. And now I stop because I got to rest. So I got about maybe 6 minutes, 7 minutes before my next set because I'm going really hard and I got to wait 6 or 7 minutes. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm starting dinner. I'm putting the pot on. I'm cooking up something amazing. I'm multitasking. I'm not wasting my time. I'm doing the laundry while I'm doing this. During my break on my set. I'm getting stuff done. I can't do that if I'm at the gym, standing around waiting for my body to recover for the next set while the guy in the corner of the room is giving me the evil eye because he wants to get on this thing. There's no way. I can't do it. Tonal. Guys, Tonal. If you haven't seen any other of my videos, you got to look at them. Tonal's changed my life, and I've been saying it since day one. Unless this thing breaks, this was all worth everything. It was worth every penny. All right. So, we covered the germs. You don't have to worry about the government closing down your home gym. Okay? As long as you're paying your electric bill, you got a home gym. As long as this thing don't break, you got a home gym. All right? Now, I've actually made money. Guys, I had to shell out the thousands of dollars that this thing cost to put on my wall. I had to shell it out. But because I shelled this machine out, shelled the money out for this machine, I was able to make up all the money that I spent in a matter of a couple of weeks. Now, I know everybody's circumstance is different. But in my circumstance, which might be like your circumstance, because the gym was at home on my wall, and I didn't have to worry about going to the gym after work, I was able to go to work, stay for overtime, come home and go to the gym. Whereas before I had Tonal, when I was going to the gym, I would have to say no to overtime. Sorry guys, can't work overtime today because I have to go to the gym. So I would turn down 4 hours of overtime to go to the gym for 1 hour. And then you have travel time to the gym and travel time home. Does that make any sense? Think about that. If you have to do that, then hey, you have to do it. But if you don't have to do it, why do it? I literally would stay at work, make an extra $200, and then come home and go to the gym. Whereas before I'd have to say no to the gym because I have to stay at work to make a little extra money. Guys, I made up the cost of this gym in a matter of a couple of weeks. Enough said. All right, now let's go into the programs. All right, guys, so as you can see, my screen is kind of like flickery right now. It shouldn't be doing that the entire time. I think that's because of the lighting right now. I want to show you something. Look at it. Update your goal. We optimize your goals to give you better workout recommendations and help you be the strongest. Look at what Tonal's doing. Do you really think that a trainer at the gym is going to be doing this to you? They could care less most of the time. Not all the time, most of the time, all right? I'm just going to choose something. And I want to keep in mind, too, it's talking about the updated strength score. Wonderful. I already know about that. I did a video on that. All right, guys, so I want to also mention, my wife, when she started going to the gym, she got hurt at the gym. A live human being personal trainer got her hurt at the gym. I just need to throw that in there, okay? Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, these aren't real trainers on Tonal. Guys, it doesn't matter if you consider them to be real or not. I consider them real, absolutely. But even with real life, people get hurt at the gym with trainers that cost hundreds of dollars an hour, okay? Let me show you just a couple. I can't go through everything, obviously. And I'm sorry if the screen is flickering. I apologize. I don't know how I could get around that. Seems like it's flickering, but I'll try, okay? This is the face of Tonal. Now, they give you, try our new dance cardio workouts. Look at this. Drop it low. 17 minutes. How great is that? You need a quick workout? You got it with this. Crush your core. That's a core exercise. Just move. Cardio jam. These are all things that I think women in particular might love. Okay, guys, for some reason Tonal went offline. Just, I'm going to try to continue with the screen. I probably lost internet real quick. That happens sometimes with my internet. It's a little messed up. All right, so I'm currently offline, but certain features are available, it said. Okay? So now let's go back here. These are things that I believe that women in particular will love. Why do I feel that way? Because there's women trainers. Now, does that mean men can't do this? Absolutely not. Okay, all workouts are interchangeable. Does not matter what gender you have. All right? New workouts. It gives you a bunch of new workouts. Hips, back, core, mobility. Theragun core cool down. So that's a cool down. I love the idea of that. Haven't seen that yet. I might actually check that out. Okay? Upper body cool down. Tons of cool downs with this nice happy trainer. All right? Now you have sweaty and lean. This is what looks to be a live class. Okay? A live class with Coach Paul. Slow and strong with Coach Liz. Guys and girls, this machine has enough exercises for men and women to last a lifetime. And they're constantly updating. Constantly updating. Summer Shred, Coach Jackson. Just because Coach Jackson's on there, does that mean a woman can't do it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just because you got Tony Horton here. Pump it up. Total body burn. Quick fit upper body burst with this coach here. All right, so you can see, even if you have just a few minutes to spare, spend them working out with Coach Natalie. Guys, because Coach Natalie's giving this class, does that mean that a man can't do it? Absolutely not. Doesn't matter what gender you are, guys. Does not matter. So all these classes are going to be good for women. All these classes are going to be good for men. You have tons of women coaches. You have tons of men coaches. You have a whole bunch of stuff. Family fitness, guys. Pre and post-natal exercises. Boot camp, high intensity. Yoga. So many people love yoga. You got yoga on here. Work on your mobility if you're not too mobile. You got warm-ups. You have recovery. You have upper body. You have lower body. You have core. You can see the coaches and meet them virtually. You can even talk to them on Facebook. They're very kind and they always get back to you for the most part. Okay? Guys, you see how it says browse more? I don't know if I have to go into that. Guys, because you get so much of an idea. Look, the screens go this way, guys. The workouts don't stop. All right, now something I want to show you guys is the fact that when you go into here, right? When you go into free mode, you also have a bunch of exercises. All right. You also get music with this, by the way. You get music, you get radio stations. You can kind of make the radio stations how you want those radio stations to be. You know, you can do all that stuff. Now, you got a bunch of exercises that you can do, okay? Tons of exercises, full body machine right here. Now, the reason I'm going into this is to show you what you can't get at a gym. What makes Tonal so unique? One of the other things that makes Tonal so unique. Guys, you have Smart Flex mode, you have Chains mode, you have Eccentric mode, you have Spotter mode, and you have Burnout mode. Guys, in case you haven't seen any of my other videos where I get in depth with this stuff, I highly suggest that you watch the videos. Smart Flex mode reads your muscles so that you can have the most perfect rep that you can get ever. You can't get a better rep than if you're using Smart Flex mode. It lowers the weight when you need help, and it raises the weight when it knows you can do it. You're getting the perfect rep. Chains mode, it makes it very, very hard in the beginning of the rep, very easy at the end of the rep. So very hard on the concentric portion of the movement, very easy on the eccentric. Okay? What that's going to do is it's going to cause you to be able to power. It's going to give you massive amounts of power in the beginning of a movement. It's going to train your muscles to have power in the beginning of a movement. Eccentric mode. What is eccentric mode going to do, guys? You guys know I love eccentric mode. Eccentric mode is going to make it very easy to come up on the on the concentric portion of the movement. Very easy in the beginning, very hard at the end. This movement, guys, watch this movement. It is worth buying a Tonal just for this movement. You cannot replicate this. You cannot replicate this in real life outside of Tonal. Spotter mode. Spotter mode was made by Tonal, as it was mentioned by one of the amazing followers of this channel. It was made by Tonal in order for you to be able to finish your reps strong, Tonal says. Okay? Tonal talks about finishing your reps strong. So let's say you're doing a bench press move and you get tired at the end. Tonal, the spotter mode in Tonal, is going to automatically lower the weight so you can finish that rep. Now, I personally don't use that for the intended purpose. I've mentioned this in the past. I don't use that for the intended purpose. The company made spotter mode so that you can finish your rep easily when you're struggling. I use it as a safety feature. I use it when my body's going to fail. That's when I allow spotter mode to kick in, okay? Otherwise, I don't use spotter mode because I find that it actually ruins my sets. Now, don't be deterred by spotter mode. Spotter mode is amazing, and it will save you. If you need help, it saved me. Watch my other videos. Burnout mode. What does burnout mode do? Burnout mode allows you to be able to do your workouts continually, constantly lowering the weight every single time. So the more tired you get, the more it lowers the weight, the more reps you can do, the more you burn out. Hence the name burnout mode. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you appreciated it, and I hope I was able to convince you and your spouse, or you and your friend, whatever the circumstance it is, I hope I was able to help you guys make a good decision when it comes to this machine. Guys, it's changed my life. Watch the other videos. Trust me, you'll see. You can't trust a company. You can't trust an infomercial. You can trust me. I'm telling you guys from my own experience, and I'm always going to be honest with you. Guarantee you. I promise you that I'm always going to be honest with you. All right, guys? So I love this machine. I hope you guys love it too. Think about it. Sit down with yourselves. It's a big purchase. Take care, guys. Talk soon.